have a wank.
Eating pasta for every course, that's a lot of bloody sauce. Breakfast, dinner, lunch and tea, please won't someone execute me.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hello. I'm back, bitches. Right. Dormio Day is a mental song. It's quite good actually. I think the best part of it is the drums. Sort of, if you can call them drums. It sounds like pots and pans, which really is quite thematic because the song is about pasta sauce. I'll tell you the story behind the song because that's quite funny actually. It's more interesting than the actual song. So Dormio Day, yeah? The story starts in about October 2018 when I put up on my Instagram story, when's your Dormio Day? My Dormio Day is January 21st, 2019. But you may be thinking, you probably aren't because you've probably not heard it, you may be thinking, hold on, in the song it says, I know where you're singing and I know what you've been, January 19th, 2019. January 19th? What do you mean January 21st? But yes, the original date was the 21st of January, but I forgot that somehow and did it on the 19th instead. So me and George, the guy I collaborated with on Save the Bees, me and George, we went down to the local shop and we bought 7 jars of Dolmio pasta sauce. And oh, it's fucking awful. Because it was so cold and I'm quite skinny, I had frostbitten hands. I couldn't feel them. So I was carrying 2 jars. He had his shirt up like that with a jar of Dolmio in there. He was on a skateboard, so we had 1 jar of Dolmio on the skateboard, 1 jar of Dolmio in there, and 1 jar of Dolmio in each hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we might have only bought 6, but it doesn't really matter. So we got home. One of the jars, no, we did have 7, but we smashed 1 on the floor. And there's these great photos, and he's just like he's like crouching down, thumbs up, and there's just fucking pasta sauce all over the pavement. And it's disgusting, and all these broken bits of glass. Oh, it was there for about 2 weeks afterwards because no one bothered to clean it up. But we got home, and I actually fell really ill that night, so I didn't eat any of the pasta sauce. Just the thought of it made me sick. I just dipped my finger in one of the jars and went. But the actual song, well, it's got that epic drum bit that sounds like it's on pots and pans, which is beautiful, and that was George playing that. He wrote that and he played that, and it's so good. It's so catchy. Like you think Dormio and you go ba 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 ba. That's how the song goes, and then the rap comes in, and we share vocals like we did on Save the Bees, and the song basically just tells the story of Dormio Day, and it's quite nice, really, quite nice indeed. I think my favourite lyric is, I guess the moral of our stories don't support the fucking Tories. And the Tories, the Conservative Party, it's basically the English version of the Republicans, but slightly less racist. Only a little bit racist. That's about it for Dormio Day. There is actually a censored version which takes out the word fucking in front of Tories, so I can play it to people over 93 years old. That's the version I play to my parents, because they are Conservatives, and if they heard the lyric "Don't support the fucking Tories," they'd be slightly more questioning if I'm actually theirs. So that's about it for Dormio Day. Now on to Mio Dominion, which is very similar to B-side in the fact that it's just a load of fucking rubbish. Basically, it's the drum line to Dormio Day backwards and sped up, I think, and then it does the 3rd verse really loud, and the whole way through it's repeated me saying, "Eat pasta, run faster," which is either dietary advice or a threat. Don't really know. and that repeats the whole way through. And then towards the end I start playing Smoke on the Water on the guitar, just repeatedly bam 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 for about 2 minutes. So it's basically brilliant is what I'm saying. Not really worth your time. It's about 3 minutes long. Give it a listen if you feel like it.
Gaming guys, good gaming guys.
After that, my next single was Gaminguys, which is quite an interesting song. Once again, it's just drums and vocals, both of which I think were just done in one take. It's just the vocals all the way through, and then I put the drums all the way through over it. I might have done the drums first, which might explain why it's one of the few songs I did that's actually got the drums in time with the lyrics. I was commissioned to write this by a guy called Mikey at my school. Big up Mikey, my G. Shout out to Mikey Cruiselap, yeah. And he does this gaming YouTube channel called The Gaminguys. It's a bit shit. Sorry, but that is true. And he said, "Oh, Harry, write us a song about the channel." And then I did a verse each for every one of the members, talking about them and basically dissing them. And then I did the chorus, Gaminguys, go Gaminguys. They're just nerds in disguise, as cool guys to Gaminguys. And that's literally it. That's the whole song. That's basically all of it explained. Some good lyrics in there. It's quite good lyrically, a song. Yeah. But if you don't know the people in the song, it will mean absolutely fucking nothing to you. It won't make any sense. But it's got 90 views on it, and I assume most of them are people I know. Because if you didn't know me, probably wouldn't understand the song. So what you just heard was the sound of a toilet flushing. I might cut that out, I might not, really depends how well it comes through on the track. Yeah, I will. The B-side to Gaminguys, because I never really wrote one. It's called Music for the Deaf. And the idea behind Music for the Deaf is I recorded every track without being able to hear what I was playing, and also without being able to hear any of the other tracks. So I just did 4 tracks. I did piano, some weird theremin sort of thing, drums and guitar. That's literally it. And then I just play random notes. I think I do the drum lick to come together a few times. That one. But I try to do it. I can't really hear it, so it don't come out very well. And then on the piano I do Don't You Want Me by the Human League a few times. You were working as a waitress at a cocktail bar when I met you. That one. If you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, you don't know it, okay? That's basically Music for the Deaf. The cover of the song, as in the cover of the single, is probably more interesting than the song itself, because it's got me repeated about 6 times on it. And if you aren't a Photoshop wizard, you're probably thinking, how the fuck did he do that? And basically what I did is I kept the camera still, I put 4 different outfits on and sat in 4 different places, and then I had that photo, and then I squashed it down from a normal photo, like a, you know what you're watching the video in now, yeah, the rectangle. That, yeah. So it was that size, and then I squashed it down to be a square, and then I put a few wacky filters on it. That's the whole story of the song. And then I came back with another single, baby! This one, both sides of it were Adamant covers, and the A side was Plastic Surgery, which is still in my live set today. I play it live. Well, not every set, but on the longest sets I usually play it. And I saw the original video for Plastic Surgery by Adamant, and I thought, wow, that's brilliant. That was in October, and then in March, well, actually I recorded half of it in February, but because it's such a loud vocal, and I don't like recording in here, as you can hear, I'm next to that, which is quite loud, so I don't like recording in here. Because the vocals are so loud, I couldn't record it while my parents were home, so I had to wait about a month for me to be home alone again, and then I did the other half of it. It fucking kills your throat singing like that, really does. Pained me, I was in actual pain by the end of it. But the song itself, so it starts off with a bass line, bow, 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 and then it does that a couple of times, and then it speeds up to bow, 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 something to that descriptive, and I'm going, your side fighter, like, okay, like it's very squeaky, the squeaking's intentional, because it's supposed to be sort of punk, and then I get through the first sort of intro, and then the guitar just goes for the rest of it, and it is a live guitar. That guitar, well, I had guitar lessons in I think year 5 of school. In America you'd call it 4th grade. I didn't choose to do them, it was mandatory, everyone in school had them. And then at the end of it you could buy the guitar off them for 60 quid, which is a lot cheaper than you get a guitar for anyway. So I kept the guitar. The only song I know on it is Plastic Surgery. I know Smoke on the Water, sort of, and I know another one, Bites the Dust. But I'm not a guitar player, I just sort of have a guitar. I did a live gig the other day and I sort of smashed a hole in the back of it. The most famous thing that guitar has done was a 16-minute live stream on Instagram where I play You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. So it's just bam, bam, you know my name! Just that for about 16 minutes. It's quite amusing if you were there. Everyone who was there remembers it very fondly. But what song am I supposed to be talking about? Plastic Surgery. The music video for Plastic Surgery is more popular than the actual song. Where I sort of dance around. I start off in a leather jacket and jeans, I take that off. And I end up in just these sort of checkered pyjama shorts. So that was quite a fun video, really. Everyone who saw it loved it, basically, is what I'm saying. And it got loads of views. Partly because of my naked body, partly because I'm dancing about and jumping around like an absolute freak. And I suppose some of them might have actually been for the song as well. But that's Plastic Surgery. Now onto the B-side, which is
de Locken für Deutschen Mädel.
Deutsche Girls. And Deutsche Girls is a song about Nazi girls. It starts off with me saying in German, die Locken, die Deutschen Mädel, which means remember the curls of the German girls. And the title means German girls. And then it's just me singing the words with one drum over it that goes ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. You can barely hear the drum actually, but the drumming's quite good. I don't have the original tape to it because it's on my old iPad, which I lost. Well, I say lost, I actually smashed it to bits, so I don't have that anymore, so I couldn't play just the drums, but from memory they were quite good, and the singing's not bad. It's not the best song for me. There's a lot of remember the girls, that notes that go on for about 5 seconds, and there was another section of it which I never recorded that goes woo, 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 woo. But for obvious reasons that got left out. Goes like that. The fact that I've just done that has probably lost me the 2 people who are still watching at this point in the video. But yeah, that's Deutsche Girls, very simple song, Adamant cover. On the original Adamant single, the A side was Deutsche Girls and the B side was Plastic Surgery. But I prefer Plastic Surgery, so I made that the A side and Deutsche Girls the B side. Deutsche Girls doesn't have a music video, but I recorded it on the same day I finished Plastic Surgery and the same day I filmed Oh, the music video as well.
Come on, come on, hurry up, Harry, come on.
Right, so the next one after that was Hurry Up Harry, which is the Shams 69 colour English punk band. You may or may not know them. And it basically goes up, come on, hurry up Harry, come on. And then there's a few verses in there, but the main bit of it that appeals to me is about it goes, we're going down a pub. So I recorded the vocals for it. And then two backing vocals for the We're Going Down a Pub bits. What happened was I recorded the old song on my old iPad, which broke, and then I recorded the whole song again on the new iPad, and then brought it out. Only instruments are a drum, which is semi in sync, and a guitar which isn't in sync at all, but I did do it in about 16 minutes, the whole song, so I suppose you could sort of forgive that. I bought it out on my birthday, which is 9th of May, and I think I recorded it on the 7th of May, that's when I got the new iPad, which was absolutely crazy schedule, but that's life, innit? Sometimes you just gotta live like that, innit? Just gotta live fast, and die slow.
Working down a building firm, way up.
And after that, the next one was Duality of Man, which is right now, and has been for about 2 months, the 3rd song in my live set, pretty consistently. So what happens is, okay, yeah, is that alright? What happens is, it's in 2 parts, and everything about the song is about the number 2, Duality of Man. Duality 2 is sort of about the north-south divide, in a way, because the first bit, working down the building firm is quite a northern thing to do in England, because that's where all the blue collar workers are. If you're southern, the basic expectation is you work in an office or some shit. But if you're northern, you probably drive a truck or do some mining or something, yeah? That's the stereotype. But then the northern person, in the second half of the song, I shot bar wife in the Cafe Nero. It's in Cafe Nero, which is quite a posh coffee shop in England. So that's all a bit mad, it's doubles. Duality of Man. So the 2 things there are work and leisure, poverty and money, north and south, and in the chorus there are 2 of them. There are 2 choruses, and there are 2 verses, and there are 2 characters in the song. And then in the chorus it says Duality of Man, twice. And then it says duality of man, which is every word twice. And it was sort of inspired, half the word, I shot my wife in the Cafe Nero, I came up with that bit in a science lesson, which shows you how much attention I pay in school. And then the other bit, which was working down a building firm. While I was doing a bit of working, I think I was knocking down a wall in my uncle's house with a hammer, and I just sort of came out of it working down a building firm. I'll put that in the song, because I knew I wanted 2 sections, because the Cafe Nero bit was only about 56 seconds long, so I needed to double the length of the song, so I just wrote another bit, which is pretty simple. And some of the lyrics are about administration. And I had this joke at the time, and I'm still in administration, by the way, that I'd completely run out of money, and I was in administration, and that I had to live in my car because I got my house taken away. And one night I actually did sleep in my car, so I committed to the joke. But yeah, that's about everything about Johnny Man.
The voicemail. Your ship will never sail. Sink like kitchen sink and your face is very pale.
Last single, my most recent, was Siwa Skeng, which if you know Jojo Siwa, and if you know Blackpool Grime, I basically did a Blackpool Grime song about Jojo Siwa, insulting her, dissing her. It's a Jojo Siwa diss track. So in England, yeah, there's this town called Blackpool where absolutely fucking nothing happens, but there's this one YouTube channel called Blackpool Grime, where it's about 6 different kids, and they all write diss tracks about various people. Yeah, you get what I mean? So I watched the documentary on that and I thought, that's fucking funny, that's so dumb. And then I thought, who can I diss? And then I thought, who do I not like? And I thought, oh, Jojo Siwa. So I wrote a diss track about Jojo Siwa and wrote down all the lyrics on my phone and then got my iPad and then just filmed me singing the lyrics. That's literally it. No backing track, no nothing. It is debatable whether or not it counts as a single. If you asked 100 people, they'd all probably say, what the fuck are you talking about? I have no idea who Harry Noak is. But if you asked 100 people who've heard it, I'm sure about 50 of them will ask you what a single is. 5 of them would ask you for a double with fries. 2 of them might ask you for a single with mayo with a salad. And then the rest of them would probably say no, it's not a single. But it is a single. It's got a square cover, okay? That means it's a single. But that's all I can say about Siwa Skeng. The B-side...
She's a man, nan, a nan man, a man, nan, 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 man, nan. Yeah.
4x4, which was completely improvised. I didn't even have the title. And I just started rapping about random shit. And then I came up with 4x4. The actual chorus, 4x4 by air, 4x4 by sea, 4x4 by land, because I like to fly free. That was on it was on a car advert on the radio about 3 years ago, and it stuck in my head. I couldn't get it out! I can't get it out! No matter what I tried. No, I'm joking, I didn't actually faint from that. That's nothing, I've hit myself in the head harder than that. And it stuck in my head, and well, one of the random improvised bits, I said 4x4, and then the advert came to my mind, and then I just sung the advert, and that's basically why it's called 4x4. It's a bit shit, but what do you expect? I came up with it at about 10:40 PM in my nan's living room, and I was in my pyjamas as well, which makes it twice as good. That doubles the impact of any video if you do it in your pyjamas. But yeah, that's all my singles. That's all I got to say. I got to go now. I can't take it anymore. I got to go.